Good evening, everybody. Saints man, just a little one. It's Thursday, and it is 6 o'clock, and I'm trudging up the M1 in traffic as normal. On my way back home. Had an interesting day actually. I've been down to Cardiff from Northampton to the Principality Stadium and delivered some stuff there ready for Saturday for the game, for the England-Wales game. Come on, England. And there's 5 Saints players playing, and there's a young lad on the bench for England, Henry Pollock. He's only 19 and he's going to be a future star, I'll tell you. He's awesome. Anyway, digressing. And then from Cardiff I got another job, and believe it or not, it was to Wembley Stadium, taking one box of whatever to a lady who's at Wembley Stadium waiting for it. So I've done 2 national stadiums. So anyway, that's not what I was going to make the video about. It's someone asked me what van do I drive and what van am I looking to get. So I drive a Fiat Doblo L2, 69 plate, and I bought it 2 years ago, and I've done 169,000 on it. I bought it at 39. I've done 130,000, and it's I've had just 2 years. And it's touch wood, apart from maintenance and things that you have to repair, like a clutch and timing belt, water pump. It's been good. Put new shock absorbers on it, on the back. The front shocks need doing this year, but I'm looking to, well, I've got a buyer for it. My mechanic Daz is going to have it off me because he knows it mechanically, because he's been servicing it for 2 years. It's sweet, and I look after the body. I keep it, I clean it every week, so there's no rust whatsoever. So he's going to have it off me, like he had the van before. And he's easy when I said to him, I'm looking at April, May. He said, absolutely fine. You just let me know when you want it, and I'll have it. He's going to give it to one of his lads that runs around and takes parts and whatever, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I drive. When I first got the Doblo, I put it on a video about it, and there was quite a lot of negativity. Oh, that's not going to do any good. That's not. You should have got a combo. You should have got a Mercedes Citan. You should have got a Ford Connect. Yeah, maybe I should, but they were more expensive. I bought this van for £9,000, and it's been great value. It really has. But like, the reason I'm gonna move on, I want something slightly bigger. Only reason being is because I tramp in the summer, and I'll have slightly bit more room, and also it puts me at the next level on the CX desktop. At the moment, this van is classed as a midi van. I'm going to move up to a short wheelbase, although I am looking at a Vivaro, Vauxhall Vivaro, and I may look at the L2, the longer one, the long wheelbase, which takes a good bit of room, takes 8 before plasterboard, as my son-in-law has got one. Or I'm going to look at a Citroen Dispatch, or there's the Peugeot Expert, but I just don't like Peugeots. It's just my personal thing. I don't know. I've had 2 Peugeot cars, both nothing but trouble. Or a Toyota ProAce. Now they're all got the same engine, based on the same engine. But I'm looking at the 1.6. If I could get they do 100 brake horsepower or a 118 brake horsepower. But the pence per mile per gallon is not dissimilar to what I'm driving now. They do about 44 to the gallon, allegedly. Mine does not quite 50. It's about 49. I don't thrash this at all. I don't hammer it. I treat it because I own it. It's not a bloody rental. It's not something where it's owned by a company or it's my company. I own the van, so I try and look after it. But that's what I'm looking at, and the extra bit of room in the summer would be nice. Also, it gives me more opportunity to get a backload as such, because obviously I moved up a grade sort of thing. moved up one level on the CX, and I just think it'd be more comfortable as well. This van's comfortable, but more comfortable to tramp in, more room, and also this year in the summer, the odd Friday when we know the weather's okay, if a job comes up long distance, going to, I don't know, Scotland or going to Cornwall, Devon, which no Northampton driver would want because you can't get back from there. You know, on a Friday so you get decent money. I'm going to take my wife with me, and we're going to book a hotel, and we're going to make weekends of it. We're going to turn it into a bit of more of an adventure rather than work. That's the plan. It may only happen 3 or 4 times in the summer, but that's the plan. And then look for work for the Monday to come back, because my wife's retired, got no obligation to, you know, work to anything, and try and get a job back on the Monday. So we'd have a weekend, a couple of long weekends away, which is great. Last year, near the end of the year, I took Fridays off. I took about 6 off on the trot because I earned enough money to take the Fridays off, and that worked out well because we went out, we did all the odds and sods we needed to do, and you know, it didn't impede on our weekends. What I'm trying to say is I want a little bit more social life, a little bit more work social balance it out more. Still doing quite a lot of hours, which doesn't bother me. Oh, plane just coming into land at Luton. But yeah, so that's the van I'm looking at getting now. There's Transit Custom. The negative for me, the positive is they're beautiful to drive. I've driven one. The negativity is they're very juicy on fuel. I like the Renault Traffic, but it's a little bit out of our price range, what I'm looking for. I do like them, but they're just slightly out of my price range for what I want. Just make sure we can get over here. I do like the Fiat Scudo. It's a Scudo, I think it is. Again, difficult to find one in the right price range. And the other one is the Nissan, is it Prime Star? Can't think what it is, the Nissan. But I like that vehicle. But again, it doesn't get brilliant reviews, and it's just slightly too expensive. I've got the money. The money's I wouldn't need to get this. I lent the company an interest-free loan of £4,000, and the rest of the money was in the company. This time, I don't think I'd have to lend the company any money. I don't want a van on finance. I'd rather pay it and pay myself back on top of my dividend as a loan, interest-free loan. So it helps the company, and I ain't losing any money. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to be looking for a 21 plate, 22 plate, up to about 50,000, 60,000 miles probably max. In the price range, you're looking at between, I don't know, 8.5 and 10.5 grand sort of thing. But I'm not going to just buy anything. I'm very, what's the word for it? I'm just very particular. I just don't want any, you know, I look into it deep. I will look at reviews, I'll look at this, I'll look at that. What I need, I will be looking for, if it's a Vivaro, which it's more than likely to be, I'm going to be looking for the Sportive, because they do a Sportive, a Dynamic and an Edition, 3 specs. The Sportive has got the load through hatch, when the passenger seat flips up, load through flap, modular flap, whatever it's called. The Dynamic doesn't have that, and nor does the Edition. The Edition has nothing really, it's just basic. So I'm looking for the top of the range Sportive. The Citroens, they all have the load through, and they've got to have cruise control and air conditioning. That's a must for me. And yeah, so and probably parking sensors and all, because I use, you know, I've got them on this van and I use it all the time. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at the next van. I say each to their own. I like the Mercedes Vito. My good friend Neil at Neptune in Scotland, he's on a YouTuber. Neil's got one, and he raves about the Mercedes as being the best van he's had. yes, they're expensive, but they hold their residual price, and also they're very comfortable and just a lovely van. But to me, they're too expensive for me to buy one of them, and I just want something slightly bigger. So anyway, just thought I'd put this video out about the vans situation. I did this before when I had the Citroen, what I was going to get, and I only decided on the Fiat when I spoke to 2 or 3 people who got one, and yeah, they've not got flash. They've got no AdBlue. This is the best thing about this one. There's no AdBlue in this one. That was a big plus for me, and it's just you put fuel in. So anyway, please like and subscribe. Just a short video, like I say. I'll say short, it's 10 minutes, and speak soon.